Didn't mean to blow you away.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody here is going,
At least I didn't pick anything up.
what's going on? Good thing you didn't hear me.
Yeah.
I'm muted, yeah. I thought muted would help, but I guess not.
It goes out of range. The speaker's going
Oh, so.
RF frequency.
Sorry. I've learned for the next time.
We all learn.
Just trying to go.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Please stand and join us on the opening song. Come on in. Let's sing together. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. Woo! Hey! All right. We're ready this Sunday morning. Come on. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet and see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who you come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
All right. Am I the welcome guy? All right, here we go. Good morning. How is everyone this morning? Oh, come on, we can do better than that. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. And I apologize because that sound feedback that you heard, I was trying to be discreet and go to the restroom over here so that no one could hear me. So I apologize that I blew you all out of the water this morning. But I hope to blow you all out of the water later on with my talk. So he'll introduce me later. But for right now, let's take a deep breath in. And let's get settled in this moment. Yesterday ended last night. Today's a new day. The sun came up, the rain came down, and now here we are in this moment. Something brought you to this center today. Something brought you to this church. Something within you is eager to learn something new, to change something, to continue to improve the life that you're living, this expression of God that you are. So we welcome this opportunity and this beautiful moment that we have together. This opportunity to open our minds and our hearts, to see life in a different way, to see the situations that are happening in and around us in a way that helps propel us into a state of love, of happiness and prosperity, of peace. Of peace. Peace of mind in our homes and in our finances and in our work and in our health. The peace of mind that you are seeking is seeking you, and so here we are together today to move our way in that direction. And so the answer is yes. Yes. Yes to new ideas, yes to an open heart, yes to your own healing in whatever form you need that to take place in your life. For this and for all the gifts, and for this beautiful air conditioner that you have moving, and this beautiful roof, and this beautiful facility, and all the people that work here and that volunteer here, we give great thanks to all of them. For without them, we could not do what we're doing here today. So very blessed, we let this be so, and together we say, and so it is. Amen. Oh, I have to invite everybody. Okay, sorry. I'm not used to being the lead minister anymore, so this is fun. So right now, I would like to have you stand up and greet the person around you. There you go. Say hello. Greetings. How are you, man? Good to see you. How are you, man? You too. Thank you. This is my water, right?
It's that time to grab a seat. All right, everybody, you can continue that meet and greet right after the service. All right, you know, the energy just keeps building here. So welcome, everyone. So, you know, I'm Bob Wilson. I'm one of the platformers here and one of the chaplains as well. And I have to start this morning by saying to you, if you have any interest in having a rich discussion or conversation about your own spiritual journey and the things that you question and the things you're wondering about, Power Hour is a wonderful place to start. Nicholas is our facilitator. It starts at 9:30 in the morning. You can also come in on Zoom if for some reason you're not going to be coming in to our service. So keep that in mind. I want to encourage you. He always has some interesting things for us to discuss. All right? All right. Do we have any first-timers here for the first time? Someone? Anybody? Whoop, a couple of hands back there. Very good. You're receiving from our ushers a little card. We're going to ask you to fill that out. And if you would take that over to the store across the breezeway here, there's a little packet for you over there. And we promise not to bother you, but we just want to have your email so we can let you know what's going on here. All right? Great. And how about, do we have any second timers here? I always like to see those repeats. Anybody here for the second time? Right here. Okay. You're now committed. So that's wonderful. All right. There are a couple things I want to discuss with you, but one I want to get to right away is our musical director, James McCoy.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning, everyone. Won't you please welcome with us once again at the piano and the keyboard, Mr. John Rose. And at the drum set, Mr. Jeff Renza. It's always John and Jeff and James. And won't you please welcome our featured soloist this morning, Miss Laura Vivas.
Yeah.
And this morning, all the music comes from a New Thought singer-songwriter based out of Nashville, Karen Drucker. So maybe some of you have heard of her before. Both of the songs this morning are from Karen Drucker.
Great. Thank you, James. We love our music here, so it's always great to hear just a little bit from James about where we're headed for the day. All right, I forgot to sort of wave to our folks who are watching online. If you could do that, yes. Come on in and join us. But for those of you who are traveling, you know, this is a big vacation month. I'm hearing from a lot of friends that they've decided this is their last year for going to Europe in the summer because it's so hot over there. They've been complaining about 98 degree, 100 degree. Isn't that what we have here? So you don't have to go to Europe for it. All right. So let's start with some community updates. I'm going to go through these quickly. And I just want to remind you that you can always, first of all, on Thursday afternoons, if you've given us your email, you're going to get an email that's called Happenings. And it will basically be telling you what's coming up in the future. We also have on our website a calendar of what's taking place. So those are two places you can always go to check on the things that I'm going to talk about quickly right now. So first of all, hospitality. You know, we love to get together over in Friendship Hall after the service. You go right across the breezeway and into the next building. And please join us. Today we have coffee, tea, and usually a lot of sweets, a lot of snacks, all right? So we love to eat. And so once a month we actually have a meal, but that's not today. All right, the bookstore is right over there. On your way into the main room next door is the bookstore. It's open from noon till 1 today. They are offering all the Spanish books are being offered on 10% discount today. And I want to just caution you before we go to that one, I want to just caution you that we think we might close the bookstore for the rest of the month. This is a big vacation month. Just even getting staff in there is a little bit of a challenge. So we thought we'd give the staff and the people who handle that a break for the rest of the month, and we'll start back up in September. So if you have a birthday coming up that you need to be prepared for, or whatever, that you need little gifts, today is the day to do it, all right? Okay, next we have prayer chaplains. I just want to, sometimes we get so caught up in the service that we forget at the end to remind you that we have prayer chaplains here in the room, and I'm going to ask you to stand, prayer chaplains. Will you just stand for a moment so we can see where you are? All the way around. I want to remind you that they're here to pray with you, whether it's something that you're struggling with in your life or something you're celebrating in your life. They're both good reasons to get together with the chaplain and just choose one of them. They linger. Afterwards, often they stand on the sides, so you can go pick one out and have a moment, all right? The next thing, our senior group will be meeting this coming Saturday. Where are you, Susan? You're here somewhere. There you go. Susan runs that group. And then we have, what else do we have coming up here? Yes. We're back to the book club. And Bobby Newman, who's right back there, is going to be chairing that discussion. You can sign up for it online. And it's about, the book this month is the 7 o'clock club. So it's it's Monday, the fourth Monday of the month, and at 6:30, and it's via Zoom, all right? Now, Paul's off on vacation. When he comes back his first weekend here, we're going to raffle him off. All right? So it'll be time for us to give someone the gift of going to lunch with Paul, and we'll name that at that time. All right. The 4T Prosperity Program is a big one. This is one of the major programs that's offered by Unity Worldwide, and we're going to be doing it with Paul here starting on September 9th. Rita, are you here? Rita has been through this program, and she's offered to just tell you a little bit about it and why it's of such value, okay?
Thank you, Bob. Good morning, everybody. Many of you know my husband Phil and I have been members of Unity of Pompano for a long time. We've been through several ministers, but way back in 2012, I looked it up to make sure when I took the 4T program. Back in February of 2012, I took the 4T Prosperity Program here at Unity, over in, it was then Fellowship Hall, now it's Friendship Hall, and it taught me that giving, the more I gave, the more I received. The 4T program is tithing of your talent, treasure, and time. When Phil and I first started, we gave a lot of time. We didn't do too much tithing of our treasure because we didn't have that much at that point. But as soon as I started the 4T program, I was offered a promotion at work to the position that I have today. My boss at the time said, you should apply. You're smarter than the rest of the people who are going to apply. I didn't know about that part, but I applied, and I got the job. Without a degree, I got my degree after. So I'm making a lot more money than I thought I would be, but it was from giving. I serve here in various capacities, but I've always been taught when you put your hand out to give, it's open to receive. So I encourage you. That program changed my life and my perspective on giving and receiving. When you put it out there, you get it back. Our needs are met, we're good, prosperous, abundant, and get some enlightenment on the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. All right, so I want to, the lunch Sunday is coming up. Yes, can we go to that? On September 7th is our next meal here after the service, and we're looking for some people to help with the food. So I'd like to ask you to reach out to either Jim Dolan or Don Cook. If you don't see them here, you'll definitely see them next door after the service. And we have a sign-up going on in Friendship Hall if you're willing to create a casserole or bring rolls or whatever you're willing to contribute to that day. All right? So keep it in mind. It's always a fun event. This is sort of our Labor Day-ish meal that we're going to be doing on that day. And then here you can see here, that's the address online to get into our website and find out what kinds of things are happening, anything that I mentioned here today, as well as know a little bit more about the staff and some of the other things that happen here. August speakers. So with Paul gone for the month, of course today we have Joe, and I'll talk about him in a moment. And then the next 2 Sundays, it is our Darby, who will be giving the message on Sunday morning. So I always look forward to hearing from our really guest speakers, but they're actually our ministers in this organization that joined Paul. All right? So let me tell you about Joe. I wanted to put something different on it rather than just reading a resume. And I actually, am I correct that you were raised in Unity? Yes. Wow. I mean, you know, how many folks here have been raised, actually grew up in Unity teachings? That's what I thought. It's kind of rare. It's pretty special. And so that's Joe. And of course, he also was the spiritual director of the Center for Spiritual Living in Palm Desert for over 20 years. Now, are we going to say that you're retired? Is that the word we're using? He has a very active retirement, I got to tell you. Part of that reason is that his husband is a retired pilot, and Joe's daughter is also one, correct? All of them flying for, what is it, JetBlue? JetBlue. So needless to say, they have the advantage of traveling whenever and wherever that they want to go. So Joe has that good fortune. And I have to just say this because I think it's fascinating that you actually had a theater debut recently in Hairspray. It was a pretty leading role, for those of you who know that musical. And maybe Joe will tell you a little bit about it. I don't think that's his sermon today, but all right. So we welcome you, and we're really excited to hear you and have you with us. And now I'm going to do the daily word. The title is Prosperity, and our affirmation for the day is, my prosperity is unlimited. I claim my good now. Can I ask you to affirm that truth with me right now, if you'll repeat it? My prosperity is unlimited. I claim my good now. After King Darius hauled an embittered Daniel from the lion's den, the king wrote to other nations to praise the divine power that delivered this Hebrew prophet by taming a hungry beast. Overcome by divine goodness, Darius prayed for abundant prosperity among the people of the ancient world. Today, the lions that we face may be rising prices when shopping and greater costs for basic needs. Even in that den of apparent lack, my prosperity is unlimited. In prayer, I claim my good, grateful to live in an abundant universe. I pray the cooperative interaction with others who are seeking their own prosperity brings an end to poverty and establishes world peace. I claim prosperity for myself and others. And so it is.
I was cruising along, singing my songs, keeping my critics at bay. Then all of a sudden I heard a voice telling me I'm not okay. The sky got dark, the winds did blow. She crawled in my head and wouldn't let go. Now I'm in such misery, and all my faults are all I see. I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered. I've lost my mind and gone offline. I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered. Was it something that somebody said that allowed it to hijack my head, leading me down that rabbit hole where I seem to forget everything I know? All those years of therapy, look at what it's gotten me. I'm off the track, under attack. All I want is to be free. Oh, me. I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered. I've lost my mind and gone offline. I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered. Triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered. I've lost my mind and gone offline. I'm triggered, I'm triggered, I'm triggered. But wait, here's what I'll do. I'll breathe and phone a friend to help me remember who I am. The things she says are just not true. I found my power, here's what I'll do. I won't be triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered. I found my way, nothing she can say. I'm not triggered, not triggered, not triggered. I'm not triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered, not triggered. I found my way, nothing she can say. I'm not triggered, not triggered, not triggered. I won't be, she can't make me. nothing's gonna get me triggered for now.
There we go. Thank you for indulging me on that song. I love that song. How many people here get triggered? Oh, come on, really? If you get triggered, say amen. Amen. All right, so everybody. All right, so we're all there. All right, so interesting in the Daily Word today is they said claim your good, right? I'm claiming my good. Now, if I came to you right now and I said, okay, I want you to claim your good, claim it. Don't just wish it. Don't just think about it. I want you to claim your good. What specific things could you tell me? Think about it. Today, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, first of all, the title of my talk is, are you ready? Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Anybody sick and tired of being sick and tired? Yeah? I find myself saying that a lot. Something will trigger me, and I'll go, I am so sick and tired of that. Does anyone else use that phrase? It's a dangerous phrase to use, and here's why. It came back to bite me this week, because guess who got tired and sick at the same time? And I found myself going, you just manifested what you've been thinking about. You've been manifesting what you've been talking about. And that's what happens in our teaching. We realize that our thoughts are very powerful things. Let's go. There is a moment in everyone's journey when an individual must confront the quiet architect of their life, their own consciousness. This confrontation is not dramatic, but decisive. It happens the moment one stops deferring and starts directing. It happens the moment one decides. Take a deep breath in. Let's unpack that, shall we? Okay, you are the architect of your own life. You've been creating your own life all along. Now, some people might think there's some randomness that comes in, but the reality is everything that's been brought into our lives, we actually designed by thoughts. All thoughts become things. Say that. All thoughts become things. If that's true, then I got to be really careful what I'm thinking about. And if I'm in the slightest bit of ambiguity, if I don't really know what I want, just remember the universe can't deliver what I really want. So it's listening to us even when we're undecided. Does that make sense? All right. So this confrontation that we're going to have with ourselves is a dialogue we're going to have with what we want to design as our life. And I'm talking about design as in relationships, your health, your finances, your spiritual journey. I like the fact that you're going to do the 4T program. We used to do that a lot at our center. And it changed my life. It changed, once I learned how to take the 4Ts and apply them, it changed my life. It changed the trajectory of our spiritual center, and it helped everyone all along. Why? Because I changed the way I was thinking about things, and I realized that when we say in the scripture, give and ye shall receive, it's a way of turning that around and saying, wait a minute, I always thought it was receive and then give. Anybody? Anybody? Like, when I get it, then I'll give it? But see, what you learn is that I have to claim my good, and part of that is learning how to do that. Next thing, it really is all about you. You know how someone would always say, what do you think? This is all about you? And now you can say, yes. It absolutely is all about me. Why? Because the only person that's coming to save you is the version of yourself that's tired of your current situation. Stop looking outside of yourself or to someone else to heal you. That doesn't work. Anyone knows, it all comes within, doesn't it? It all has to start right here in my own heart. If it doesn't start in my own heart and my own mind, and if I'm not doing my work, how can I look to you to try to save me? The rescue starts right here first and goes right here, and the two of those work in tandem to bring along whatever it is you want to manifest. So it really is all about you. So isn't that lovely when people go, do you think it's all about you? You can go, yeah, absolutely. All right, avoiding the hidden drain. This is probably one of the most profound things in today's talk. Ready? Indecision is not passive. It's active resistance dressed as hesitation. Ooh. Go ahead, say that. Ooh, yeah, it is. The energy it takes to stall, to doubt, to waffle between options is just as intense as the energy required to move forward. But one path builds and the other one drains. Everybody go, you got it, right? So this active resistance dressed as hesitation. Now, some people would say, and specifically my mother, if you're watching, sorry, Mom, cannot make a decision. Just can't make a decision. There's so many options. If I make a decision, what if I don't make the right one? Anyone here on their second marriage? No? Third, fourth, fifth? Come on. All right, there we go. I got a 4. Oh, people are slapping their spouses down when I'm saying that. That's great. Stop telling them that. You have the right to change your trajectory after you make, so what? You make a decision, you go for something. If you don't like it, you make another one and create something new. You're not stuck. The only person that's stuck is the only thing that's stuck is your own mind thinking that you're stuck. Does that make sense? You have to be willing to change things, to go out on this skinny branch and take a chance. So I'll dress my... So yes, I was in a musical. Since I've seen you last, I was Edna Turnblatt in Hairspray. And I'd never been on stage before, well, this kind of stage, but not the other kind of stage, since I was 17 years old. And I did this show in Rancho Mirage, and we sold out. There were 700 seats in the theater. We sold out our 3 nights that we performed it. It was a lot of fun. And guess what I learned? I will never do that again. I can honestly say, I will never, ever, ever do. That was the most stressful 5 weeks of my life. I didn't sleep. I would call my husband at night and I'd be crying that I can't do this. It's too much. It's too hard. And I'm working professionals and I'm a rookie, right? I don't know why they cast me. Why? Because I asked and he shall receive, right? So next thing you know, I'm doing this show. And people say, did you have fun? And I'm like, no. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Now, I look at it now, I watch the video now, and I have fun watching the video because it's like, oh, look, there's Dad in drag. That's what my daughter says. So it's fun to watch it now. But when you go out on the skinny branch and you take a chance and you move off of hesitation into direct thinking and decisive thinking, then you go on a journey. And no matter where the journey takes you, you go for the ride. And at the end of the ride, you decide whether you want to go on it again or not. Pretty simple, right? But some people can't even, they think about buying a ticket. How many of you have thought about buying a ticket to go somewhere on vacation and have never really hit the enter yet button and actually made it happen? Anybody? Why? Because there's so many other places in the world I could go. I could go here and I could go there. And you get this paralysis because of the amount of options that you have. Anyone can relate to this? Go to Cheesecake Factory and look at their menu. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Where am I in all of this? So where am I in all of this? Empowerment begins when we declare ourselves to be the origin point, not the effect of our lives. Thank you. Who said amen? Good for you. Thank you, brother. I love this. This isn't ego. This is alignment with universal law. The universe keeps asking us, minute by second, what is it that you want, Joe? What is it? So where am I in all of this? I'm the one directing the architect to create my life. I'm the one that's hired the architect to say, hey, put this out for me, design this life for me, universe. And what that means is give me the ability to see what's happening around me so I can take advantage of the situations, the people, the circumstances, so I can move forward into my own healing. Anybody resonate? Yes? It isn't ego, it's what the universal law is asking of us. So where do I start? We are not waiting for permission. We're not waiting for signs. We're not waiting for rescue. Instead, we become aware that our thoughts, our decisions, and our focus are already shaping everything. The thing you're actually looking for, you're currently doing and have been doing your whole life. If you look retrospectively at your life, you can actually see where the things you were thinking about, you brought about. The good and the not so good. Yes? I like the way people nod. You guys are good. You're nodding your heads. You're very good students. Every fire will burn itself out if you stop fueling it. Ooh, yes. Training you really good. My congregation used to do that all the time. Every fire, let's say it again, every fire will burn it out if you stop fueling it. So how do you fuel it? Through our thoughts. We pick up the phone. How do we fuel it? By telling everyone we know how bad a circumstance is. We repeat our circumstances. We share it with everybody, hoping that by some way, somehow, some consensus will come through, some idea will come through that will save us. But the reality is that doesn't work that way. You don't need to share your misery with everyone, right? Because the more you share it, the harder it gets for you to deal with it. Now, there are certain things that we have to share, that we want to share, that I implore you to share, which are feelings of grief and sadness. Absolutely. You share those, but you share them under the design that I'm not just talking about it, I'm looking to actually find something better to move into my healing around it. It's not just stewing in it, it's actually declaring after you release whatever you have to say, that there is an idea out there that's going to change it, and I need to make a decision to make that happen. That it's not going to happen by indecision, it's only going to happen by decision. Indecision will continue to create the same situation that I've been in forever and will continue to be that way until I make a decision to make it stop. When you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, then and only then will you do something about it. Not one moment before and not one moment afterwards. You'll finally decide, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. I got to change this. And God knows we are inundated with situations. Just turn on the TV. Turn on the news for 10 minutes. Ugh. I can't even watch it anymore. Why? Because there's so much conflict and so much of this going around. And we align ourselves with that energy, and we wonder why we get upset and can't sleep. We wonder why we're arguing with people. We wonder why we're short-tempered at lines and with people. Why? Because why? What are we putting into our minds? What are we feeding ourselves in our consciousness? Does this make sense? All right. There's Cirque du Soleil in my head. Does anybody have a Cirque du Soleil going on in their head? Yeah? A couple of us? Well, there's 4 of us. We'll start a support group, okay? The Cirque du Soleil heads. Because I don't know about you, but this thing is really active, right? You know, they say we use a small percentage of our brain, but how come the percentage that I'm using is exhausting sometimes, right? I feel like I'm on a circus. Does anyone else feel like sometimes you're on the circus wheel, right? And you feel like, stop, I want to get off. So, transformation is not accidental. It is trained. Just as the body must be conditioned through repeated effort, so must the mind be exercised. Change requires mental stamina. Now, if you're going to run a marathon, I wouldn't go out there and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to fly to Boston tomorrow and run the marathon. Have you ever trained for it, Joe? No. Well, I'm going to go do it. How do you think that's going to go over? Right? It's not going to happen, right? Okay, you have to train for it. And just like anything else in your life, you have to continue to train, which is why you're here today, actually. This facility is one giant mental, spiritual training facility. That's what it's here for. That's what those classes are for. That's why you have your hour power before. That's hour power, is that what we call it? Power hour. I knew there was something. Hour power was Robert Schuller, never mind. But you have all these opportunities every time you turn around to increase your mental stamina and strength around this I think called spiritual journey. I am so fortunate, like he mentioned, I am so fortunate that I was born and raised in this teaching and unity. So I didn't have any baggage except just the normal baggage. I didn't have any religious baggage I needed to shed or reframe or rewire in order for me to heal my religious past. So I'm very blessed in that regard. But some people didn't have that. Some people were raised in very strict spiritual religious families, and when that happens, there's a programming that happens in your consciousness. You're pre-programmed to feel guilty or feel less than or feel like you don't belong because you can't meet the mark that people talked about in some of these churches and other religious establishments. But the truth of the matter is that there's this freedom that comes from ridding yourself of that and realizing I don't have to attend that circus anymore. I don't have to buy a ticket to that circus anymore. That the only place I need to go is a place like this where you get the spiritual tools to put in your spiritual tool belt so no matter what happens in your life, you can move through it. In the Psalms it says, yea, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, don't build a condo there. Keep moving. Are you with me? We've all walked through this shadow before, and guess what? There will be more shadows to come. That's just the reality of living in this human experience. But just because you walk through it doesn't mean you build a condo and say, I'm going to be negative and bitter forever. No, and look, I'm Mr. High Maintenance. I know this. Ask my husband. He'll tell you. Actually, anyone of you that knows me I'm pretty high maintenance. And when that happens, people will go, they kind of brush off as an excuse. They go, wait, you know what, Joe? You're just a little too much. But you know what? That's what we want to be. I want you to be more than you ever thought you were before. I want you to believe in yourself and your direction more than you've ever thought before. Not that you leave anyone else behind in the dust, and not that everybody needs to kowtow to you, no, but you have a direction in mind. See, I look at high maintenance as someone who just has specific things they like. Is that so wrong? No. Thank you. Someone, thank you. Are you married? Never mind. All right. The subtle hope and the power of scientific practice. This is what was brought up in our daily word today. This is exactly what was brought up in our daily word today. There is a discipline to spiritual demonstration that transcends superstition and vague wishing. It is precise. It is structured. There is no guessing or begging. Instead, there is a focused mental process where the individual sees the outcome clearly, aligns with it emotionally, and then releases it into the universal intelligence to bring it forth. Claim my good. Define your good. Claim your good. If I said to you, I need you to claim your good by tomorrow afternoon, I want you to have a list in your head of the things that are important to you that you want to claim as your good. And know that there is a process. That's what we call affirmative prayer. There is a process. That's why those practitioners are going to line up over here. Why? Because they're going to teach you the process and they're going to pray for you in such a way where it gives that clarity to the universe. So if you borrow their belief, you can walk in that faith and it will manifest for you. You may not believe it at the moment, but any good practitioner will say to you, you know what, a prayer partner, borrow my belief. You may not believe it about you, but I believe it about you. That's what we're trained to do as prayer partners for you. We're trained to see you beyond your current condition into what you want your life to be. Are you with me? Am I too much for you on a Sunday morning? Are we good? All right, don't want to bore you. So what does it look like? Demonstration is not magic. It's the visible result of the invisible alignment. It is when what you've trained your mind to know becomes something you can see, touch, and live. This is not luck or coincidence. It is cause and effect at the level of your consciousness, of the level, and I'll just use for some people that are new, they go, consciousness, I don't understand. At the level of your belief and your knowing inside your heart. It is a demonstration that you experience because you know what it is in your heart. That's what your consciousness is. It's your mindset. It's what you think about. It's what you talk about. It's what you put on your vision board. It's what you don't say to yourself anymore. What you don't say to yourself is equally as important as the things that you do say to yourself anymore. You've made a decision not to bash yourself or bash others. Does that make sense? All right, keep going. What does it look like? Part 2. To live this way, you must be willing to take a stand for your highest vision, even when nothing around you confirms it yet. Okay, let's talk about that one. Let's unpack that first. To live this way, you must be willing to take a stand for your highest vision, even when nothing around you remotely looks like it's going to happen for you. Anyone ever been there? The hurry up and wait for your good to arrive train? Anyone ever been on that one before? You stood on the platform just... I'm so sick and tired of waiting. And then guess what happens? The body breaks down. Why? When you know that you know, and when you know and you feel it in your heart, and you walk in that knowingness, don't look for the outward signs. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. You must be willing to wrestle your own doubts, redirect your own habits, and hold yourself accountable. Let me just come back to that phrase right there. Hold myself accountable. When I'm triggered, it's hard for me to hold myself accountable. And when I'm triggered and other people point out that I'm triggered, it's really uncomfortable for them when they try to hold me accountable. Anybody have that conversation? Right? This is something you come at on your own. Hold yourself accountable to the truth you say you believe. So now I have to get past that. I've got to be held accountable, and I need to actually take a stand even though I don't see it yet. Just hold fast to the truth, Joe. This too shall pass. And it will pass into something else. And guess what? And then there'll be something else. And guess what? And then there's going to be something else. Welcome to human experience, right? We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Welcome to that. That's your invitation there. Next thing, you tell me. You tell me what it is. This process demands clarity. What do you want? Why do you want it? Are you willing to receive it? Can you allow your old patterns to dissolve to make room for it? When I'm counseling people about relationships, this is one of my favorite things to bring up. You know, they're like, oh, Dr. Joe, I want to be in love. I want to have a relationship. And I'm like, are you willing to move out half your furniture and bring someone else's furniture in? Are you willing to clean out half of your drawers and half of your closets and maybe even half of your bank account? Are you willing to do those things? Are you willing to do those things? You know, are you willing to go to someone else's restaurant? Are you willing to cook those foods? You know, it seems to me that if you want to be in a relationship, you better be open to compromise on just about every front. Because if you don't, it's so funny. I will pray for someone to have a relationship. They'll come into my office. We'll have a counseling session. And then they'll come back and a couple months later, like, oh my God, Joe, I met the perfect person. They're so excited. And about 6 months later, they're like, you got to pray me out of this. It's not what I bargained for. I'm like, so when you pray for something and you believe it, you gotta want all of it. You take it all, don't you? In-laws, outlaws, you take all their flaws. Oh Lord, it's a lot. It's a lot. God bless you for going for it. Here we go. The longer you wait for a sign, the longer you're going to wait. Say that. The longer you wait for a sign, the longer you're going to wait. The universe is not withholding anything. It responds generously to clarity, to decisiveness, and spiritual maturity. The moment you drop hesitation, your inner world reorganizes to support your aim. The outer world will follow suit, not because you forced it, but because you finally got yourself out of the way. Does this sound like something we can do? Yeah? The universe is not withholding. Now, excuse me, it responds generously to clarity. And I'm going to say this, it responds generously to a lack of clarity. So when you say, I am confused, what is your prayer? You just prayed, I'm confused. You didn't pray for clarity, you just affirmed confusion. So the universe says, you shall be confused, and you shall have confusion abundantly pressed down and flowing over. And you're going, God, I did that to myself. Decide what it is that you want to experience in your health, in your relationship, in your finances, in your spiritual journey, in your creativity. You know, if you're bored in your life, guess what? There's only one thing wrong. Then you're boring. If you're bored, you're boring. Now you need to wake up. If you want people to be excited to be around you, then you need to show a little bit of excitement about your own life. If you're unhappy and you're bored and you're sullen all the time, it's going to be hard to bring people into your life to go, woo, let's go. And they're going to be like, oh, I got to go, right? The moment you drop hesitation, your inner world reorganizes to support your aim. When you stop the hesitation, the growth will occur. Drop the old storyline. You are not small, you are not weak. The very intelligence that spins the galaxies is ready to work through you, but it needs your agreement. It needs your choice. It needs your mental and emotional alignment. The very thing that spins this universe, that created everything in it, is on our side. Unlike other religions saying there's this evil thing and this demonic thing and this satanic thing that has an equal power to it, no. The only thing that has an equal power is my mind. I have made myself happy. I have made myself miserable. And guess who did it? All of it, me. Wherever I was, how do I say that? I was there every time something went wrong. I was there every time something went right. The common denominator through all of it was my presence, my consciousness, and my emotional and spiritual maturity. So when one decides to have a different life, you move into this and you have that emotional and mental alignment. I know what I know, and this is what I know to be true for myself. All right? Time to bust a move. Here we go. And so decide. Decide to trust yourself. Decide to remember your wholeness. Decide to act like someone who is already connected to all the power you've been seeking. Remember what I said? What you are seeking is seeking you. Let me say that again. What you are seeking is seeking you. Why? Because by divine birthright, the universe has said, you are my son, you are my daughter. And anybody who has kids, you know what it's like. You want to give them everything you can. You want to make them happy, just like the universe. You are my son, you are my daughter. What is it that you want? I want to make you happy. And so the universe aligns with that. Decide to act like someone who is already connected to all the power you've been seeking. In the end, it's been seeking your recognition of it your whole life. The universe is waiting for you. That's what I like about the 4T program. It's 12 weeks, it's a lot. And here's what I would encourage you to do. No, unpaid advertisement. I would encourage you to at least attend the first 2 classes. Not just the first one, but the first 2. Because the first one is filled with ideas. The second one, you start actually diving into it. And you know what? You might find that the universe is calling you to a greater level of expression by just going to a Tuesday night class for 12 weeks. Guess what's going to happen 12 weeks from now? You're going to be 12 weeks older regardless. The difference will be, will your life be different? You make the investment for yourself. You do it for yourself. And you'll see how well that works. Drop the old storyline. You are not small, you are not weak. Whoops, we did that one. Homework. We're already at homework. We're ready for homework and a meditation. How's that? Good? All right. Tonight, I want you to write a personal statement or affirmation that begins with, I have decided, fill in the blank. With your health, I have decided, fill in your blank what you want to have, you can experience it. Claim your good, claim your prosperity, claim your health, claim your right loving relationships, claim your creativity, claim more of a spiritual connection to the very thing that keeps this heart beating and the universe spinning. I have decided what? So that's your homework this week. You know, I love coming up here and talking about this stuff, but what I really love is like 2 or 3 months from now when someone said, you know what, after that talk, I made a decision to do, and it started to show up, and I'm so happy that I heard that. So sometimes we run into stumbling blocks. Sometimes we run into not just stumbling blocks or speed bumps, there are times when we run into a wall. The key here is we have to step back, regroup, reorganize, and train ourselves to think that that was not the end, that that is the catalyst to the new beginning. Does that make sense? Wherever I end up is always the starting point for my next. That's all it is. And if you're at a place where you don't like, so what? You can change that. You can, and you will. So let's take a deep breath in. Everybody close your eyes, take a deep breath in. And this is what I know. By divine appointment, you and I met together here in the sanctuary. By divine assignment, I accepted this opportunity to share what I know. And I'm not perfect, nor will I ever claim to be perfect. But like you, I want things to get better in my life when it comes to my health and my relationships and my finances and my creativity. I want a life where there is more peace, peace of mind. When I accept that peace of mind in my own life, that peace begins to flow into every area of my life. Peace in my finances, peace in my relationships, peace in my health, peace in my creativity. So I say, welcome this opportunity. I am open and receptive to all of this. That an idea that I heard today will change the trajectory of my tomorrow, and day after that, and day after that. And so I come here to this spiritual storehouse of ideas and good, and I am fed. A place was set at the table for you today to be here. This beautiful sanctuary, this beautiful facility, and all the love and sweat and tears that have gone into keeping this beautiful facility and this teaching moving. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to grow, to expand, and to experience the very best that life has to offer. The answer is always yes. No does not grow. No does not grow. The answer, yes, is expansive. It allows you to move into places of opportunity, situations and scenarios that you've never seen before. But the answer is yes. Yes, I'm ready to give. Yes, I'm ready to receive. For this, we're so very grateful for the time we had together. And now we release this into the universe. We let it be so, and together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Joe. He actually gave us a lot to unpack today. So I want to remind you all that the talk that you just heard will be available online. Okay, so all you do is go to our website. You can get it there, or you can go to our YouTube channel in either place and hear it again. Or maybe you want to refer it to someone else that can benefit from it. So, we are a prosperous community. We have a new roof. We have air conditioning today. New air conditioners. So we are gifted with this prosperity. And I'm just going to remind you of the one thing Joe said today, having to do with, it starts priming the pump by giving first. And then that primes the pump for receiving. So if I could ask you now just to repeat with me, well, only by giving you are able, okay, yeah, let's go to this. Only by giving are you able to receive more than you already have. All right, and so now if you can I want to remind you that if you put your camera on that, it will also direct you to where you might be able to donate online. Our ushers are here, they will pass the plates, and if you'll repeat with me the offertory blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive, and so it is.
Too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Not gonna let it get me down. Not gonna let it push me over. Not gonna let it run me round. 'Cause I know the truth. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Doesn't matter what's on the news, you can make my mind up for me. Ain't gonna hear me sing the blues, 'cause I know the truth. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I am grateful for each breath I take. Yes, yes. I am grateful, I am wide awake. Yes, yes. I am grateful for each passing day. Yes, yes. I am grateful. I am grateful. I'm too blessed, yeah, to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. I'm too blessed to be blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too grateful to be hateful. Oh, I'm too blessed, yeah, to be blessed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Oh, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be, stressed.
Did anyone else just want to go, be blessed? I mean, I just wanted to get up and dance. I didn't do that, though. I should have just listened to my inner soul and went out and danced. So thank you for doing that song. And thank you for the music team. They do such a great job here. Wonderful. She said before the service, is it okay to say pissed in the song? I'm like, oh yeah, this is not your mother's church. This is not your grandparents' church. You can, you should see the thing, hear the things I've said before. Okay, so let's pray our way out, all right? So this is what I know. I'm so very grateful that the time we had together here, and I'm so very grateful that there's an energy that moved in, around, and through us that continues to sustain and maintain and allows us to grow, to evolve, to reframe and nurture that soul within us that says, yes, you are very blessed. There's no need to be stressed. Too grateful to be hateful, too blissed to be pissed. So we just say thank you, beloved presence, for all the good that you're bringing into our life experience. We bless it, it multiplies, pressed down and flowing over. And we allow this beautiful week to unfold, and it does so with grace and ease, knowing that one thing, just one thing that was said today will change the trajectory of your tomorrow. Again, we're so very grateful we let it be so, and together we say, and so it is. And please join me with the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well. Have a great week, everyone. I think we're done. We're just singing the peace song. Let's all stand, join hands together, and we'll sing the peace song.
Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling. Blessings are falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling on me. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling. Beauty is falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling on me. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive